We did it. We won our first game. It was amazing for the kids to enjoy themselves like that. They thoroughly deserved it. The last few weeks, they've improved a ton. A lot of the kids have just really come out of their shells, and I know I've said it a few times, but they're really taking it upon themselves to get involved and get it, make an impact in the game. Whether it's through defending and really putting pressure on the other team, or they're trying to dribble and make something happen themselves, calling for passes and just positioning themselves in a good spot to get involved. It's just been really, really rewarding to see a lot of the kids really improve that way. So before the game, I asked them if they're ready to win, and a lot of them were really excited. And although in the warm up, it didn't seem like any different to any other game. If anything, I thought they were more distracted. I could tell early on that they were feeling very confident in themselves. We scored a few baskets early. We ended up winning 20-3, and a lot of the boys got some shots in, and they very much celebrated them, both by themselves and with the team like surrounding them and hugging them. Didn't have to tell them to try and give each other a high five. They were really getting around each other and supporting each other and encouraging each other. The bench was cheering. Everything that was happening, everyone was like really involved in the game. There was a few points of improvement. Obviously, still there's a few bits of selfishness that come up every now and again, but I put that down to just the kids trying to find their way in the game. That's still under eights, man. They're just learning. They're just learning everything for the first time, essentially. It's been hard with 10 kids to try and balance the playing time. I'm not trying to make subs every 5. Well, I am making subs every 5 minutes, but I'm definitely feeling like I'm interrupting the game a lot, and people don't really get a good flow of the game, making that many substitutions and that many interruptions in the game. But I have to do it. Every couple of minutes, I take either 2 or 3 people off and rotate the team as much as I can. It's definitely not the easiest thing to do, and I have a list that I make every week of the subs and who's coming off and who's staying on and everything. And it can get confusing if someone gets injured or doesn't want to come back on for a couple of minutes. It throws everything off. It throws my list all out of whack, and I'm trying to make things up on the fly. It's very interesting, and I'm not going to say too difficult, but it is a head scratcher sometimes. How long has each person had trying to manage 10 different kids, 10 different concentration levels, 10 different levels of ability. It's been a bumpy ride so far in that way, but for the most part, I think I have no other comparison really. So the coaching coordinator texted me the other day and asked, how it been going with 10 kids? And I really don't know. I don't know. I've got nothing else to compare it to, so I guess it's fine. It could be harder than what it is. I don't know. One of the better players on the team wasn't at training during the week where we worked on like lining up and doing like a set play for throw-ins and side balls and balling and passing in and everything. So he didn't really know when I was trying to yell on the sideline, everyone line up, everyone do the play. They didn't really, there's a few that couldn't hear, I feel all over the place. So that's something I'm going to keep trying to do every week is this set play of lining 4 people up and then having them scatter. A few of them tried to do it in the game, which was cool. But when it happens in training, you can tell that it really makes a difference for them because they get a confidence and they sort of know what to do in a way. A lot of the times in the game, if somebody passes it and there's a turnover, they'll look around like they seem like they're scared that they made a mistake. And although that's fine and they can make mistakes, I'd like them to get a bit more in the habit of, the right things to do and that feeling that they get when they do something right. I think the triple threat position is something as well that we're going to reinforce every week. So I'm probably going to encourage more of that at training, do a few more drills. So those 2 things, as well as passing and dribbling, there's a lot to do, but we'll do what we can. The one limitation we have with training is that the rings are full adult height. They're the full 10 foot rather than I think it's 8 foot that under 8 should be playing on. So a few of the kids can't actually make a shot on a full adult ring yet, which is understandable. I mean, they're tiny kids. And I didn't realize that these rings that we have at training aren't adjustable. The boards don't go down, which is unfortunate. We're stuck with that. So there's a few kids that it's hard to work on their shooting, aside from maybe throwing it against the wall. and trying to work on their accuracy that way, like a position that's high up on the wall that they can aim at. So I wish we could do more for them in that way, but we just got to make the most of what we got, and for that we need to work on our passing and dribbling. But just overall, for the first win that they got together, a lot of them were so excited and they were very, very happy. A lot of the parents were very happy too because they know the kids have worked really hard and deserve it. So hopefully we can get some more wins. I can't overstate how much you could see the look in their faces when they knew they were winning, when the game was over, and just talking to them after the game for a couple of minutes. They really, really enjoyed it, and that's probably the most fulfilling thing I've had happen out of all of this so far is just seeing their enjoyment when things are going right and things work out. So just finally, if you are watching these, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to my rants, my video diaries of these things. I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go, but I'm just going to keep posting them. If you have any feedback or any tips and advice, like I said, let me know in the comments. So until the next one, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you soon.